Alright, welcome back everybody. It's your boy Razor from RazorTube coming at you with some Rainbow Six theme park rework information. Also, I'm going to cover the release date of the Shifting Tides coming out soon for PC, Xbox, and PS4. Now, here's the deal, okay? So, theme park is definitely getting reworked. They're doing a lot of work on Ubisoft's end to try to make the map a little bit more um, of an even playing field when it comes to Siege in general. I brought up a few articles, one that you won't see on stream and another you will, but I can post the link to the other one in the chat so you can look that up and click on it. I'm going to actually do this right now so you guys know exactly what I'm talking about ahead of time. So here's another theme park in chat, theme park rework link that I put in there, and you guys can check that out and read up more about it. And that's some of the information I've gathered over the last few days about the map and what's going on with it. It gives you in detail exactly what they're doing to the map, how they're changing it, and where they're changing it. It actually has like an overview of it. All right, so it says theme park's the latest map in the Siege lineup. Get thoroughly reworked for balance and better competition. Um, it's the most significant change. It's the removal of the large train that used to bisect the second floor. So they're taking out that train on the second floor. I don't know how I like that. It says making it for quicker navigation and more close quarters skirmishes. And the haunted first floor section has been transformed into a throne room and armory, complete with a dragon guarded stairway, creating a new bomb location for players to play around. Elsewhere, a cheeky new walkway above another staircase gives attackers a potential backdoor into a bomb site, while defenders can use it to aggressively flank or gain a long sight line down a major hallway. New second floor arcade cabinets provide extra cover at a crucial window entry, and big first floor arcade entrance is now completely blocked. So let's kind of go over this, right? And see what's going on with it. So, first off, one of the major things in theme park was uh, the trains in the middle, right? So what they're saying is, at least what I'm gathering from this article, is that the train in the middle that cuts off the two sides, and there's only like obviously the entryways into each side of the train to get to the other side, or you can go right up the gut in the middle. I think what they're doing is they're actually taking out the middle train because they want to stop the defenders from hiding in little corners, camping and whatnot. They want more of so they want some more fluidity in there to get the defenders and attackers to be able to navigate and fight properly. And you don't have those good pesky campers inside the trains, and you don't have like a million windows in the middle of the map where you got to look through them all, check them, and get through it, and then go to the other side of the map. So it's kind of fair for both sides, attacking and defending, because there's been times where I've been attacking and hitting those trains, and then got a couple frags and then pulled out. And then there's been a couple times where I was like a defender, and I would set up shop in there. I could throw goo mines in there. I could throw Grismont mines in there, and kind of throw off the attackers by just hiding in that area and kind of just picking them off one at a time. And what's cool about this is since they're taking out these trains in the middle, if we remember correctly, there's two entrances on either side of the train at the ends of them. So if you open up the entire middle, I'm wondering if they're going to change those entrances to one apiece on each side, or keep the two and then just kind of make you play the guessing game when it comes to when the attackers are coming at you. Or, that's more doorways for the defender to rig. But I suppose you could kind of cover it with like goo mines or like an Grisma mine, stuff like that. So I'm kind of interested to see what happens to the map after they take that middle train out. Now, some things that you're not seeing on here that I've read about is they're actually making theme park a little bit more um, vibrant. What I mean by that is like they're going to bring more light to the map. It's going to be lit up more. You'll be able to see more as you traverse through each floor. Now, um, videos that I have seen of early gameplay before anybody could even see this. There's a couple YouTubers that I've watched that have actually traversed through the map already. They were actually flown out to Japan after the Pro League was over with to play the new theme park map. Um, I think taking that train out, though, to go back to that real quick, is going to be pretty vital, and it's going to be a lot easier to maneuver through. So I think that's a good change that they're coming up with. As far as this haunted first floor section transferred into a throne room, um, I mean that's cool. Um, I guess we'll see exactly how that one plays out and how it's going to be different than the haunted staircase, and see like what kind of elements they're going to put into the game in order for us to kind of, you know, uh, be able to play off a bomb site or OBJ, to uh, basically see. Um, it's going to be interesting to see where it's going to go. I mean, I think this is a picture of it down low, so it's kind of open. Um, I'm just wondering how many ways of entry you'll have to get in there, and what kind of cover besides one one box right here is going to be provided. Because I mean, this is not going to help you. This side maybe that looks like a soft wall. Here's another soft wall, right? It's going to be interesting to see how you can lock this room down, and if there's more than this for coverage for you in Rainbow Six as you're defending. Now I could see maybe a hatch somewhere in here. Probably there's more to this picture than obviously they're revealing. But it's going to be interesting to see a new bomb site and how they change the whole haunted area. Um, Now I have seen how they have set it up here. Where is it? Oh, here we go. For the second floor arcade. So basically, where you go on the balcony to go in a cafe, there's that other window to the right. When you jump through that window, there's actually like an arcade um, area, and there's a bunch of arcade games right there. When you jump in, and you're kind of protected from coming in when you jump into that window. So it's a little bit more covered. I do know they block the entire front door, so no players can come through there. So you're gonna have to find an alternative way to get into that main lobby area to go up the stairs. And then I think it's pretty interesting how it's gonna be played up. So other things that I was reading about that you guys should probably know. Um, let's see. Let me go through here and look. Yes. So what they're gonna be doing, um, they said theme parks is a map that's super super dark in some places and super super bright in some places. Um, they're basically taking the lighting of the entire map and they're changing it to a medium foreground to where players are going to be able to see a lot better. So there might be some areas where you'll be able to kind of hide out and get your frags here and there, but it's not going to be nearly as dark as it was before. You know what I mean? So let's see. So they said they wanted to streamline uh, the map a little bit more and balance all of the lighting. So they'll look forward to that. Those trains being taken out is going to be great in the middle, up top, second floor. And then they said basically where the train cars are, yeah, it was very hard to flush out defenders when they locked it down. So that's why they're making these changes. And I mean, obviously, comment below what you think about so far, what I'm telling you, and how you think this map's going to play out. Honestly, too, I want to know what you guys think of some of the maybe the other content creators' videos that they put out there and what you think that their interpretation of the map is, and let me know if it's good or bad, or what you might think of it too as well. Uh, let's see. We're gonna also. They said basically they pulled the map obviously during Ember Rise, and then it should be coming out. And when it does, it comes out with Shifting Tides. It'll be in the ranked, unranked, and casual playlist rotations, which will be great. Um, Now, another question that I wanted to go over with you guys um, that everybody's been asking is when does this Shifting Tides get released? So, this is the big question, right? And it's just like any other game release, okay? Uh, the date that they're expecting it to come out is going to be December 2nd. So that's the release date for Shifting Tides, okay? Uh, Now, the way it works is obviously when Pro League ends, they'll come out with two new ops, and then all of a sudden they're like, okay, this is for next season. This is what you're dealing with. Shifting Tides. Here's your ops. Here's their gadgets. This is how they're playing. Then they went over theme park, right? And they basically covered that and the changes that they're making in it. Um, so typically, how it goes is after Pro League ends, the experimental will come out, and then for PC, it'll run for 3 weeks, and then all of a sudden, boom, they drop uh, a new operation, right? So that would be Shifting Tides, which would put us at December 2nd. Now, I think that's around about good estimate when it should be coming out. It's definitely possible it can come out on December 2nd, or I'm thinking if they push it a few more days and they go December 5th or 6th, I don't see why not. I mean, realistically, they've had time to play with these ops and theme park, the rework of it. And although, they've made a lot of significant changes, they tend to be pretty on point when it comes to releasing like a new operation for a new season. So that'll be pretty good. As far as I can tell, too, after looking at the apps, I want to kind of go over the pros and cons of it, right? So the thing that I think, my opinion on like the new attacker and defender, I like them both. Okay, pros are obviously the new attacker, the sniper, is a replacement for Thatcher. I covered it in another video, and I'll link it above for you guys to go ahead and click and watch. And I covered the operators both in their entirety, so you'll be able to see all the information and kind of be informed on it, even if some of the stuff has already come out. Um, Now I think for the sniper, I think she's gonna be really good. I think she might be a little overpowered, so it's gonna be kind of hard to judge based off of the information given to us. It seems like she can just sit back, blow up all the electronics. Thermite come up and blow up the wall, and then she just snipes everybody in there, and they're either instantly down or instantly dead. Kind of sounds OP. And one of her sidearms is an auto. So I'm assuming it's going to be a smaller SMG. I mean, that could really, really turn the tides in a gunfight. So it's going to be interesting to see how they level her out. I mean, obviously those are pretty good pros for her that she can blow up devices through a wall without even being bothered or taken out. She can sit at a distance with that 12x to 5x scope. But I really want to see who her counter is going to be and how they're going to even her out with the rest of the operators. Now, as far as the defender goes, it's interesting, right? I mentioned in another video, uh, and I'm going to mention it again now, is basically that magnet with Whammy is going to be great. But the thing is although he's going to be a great defender, and that new device is going to bring a whole new aspect of gunfights into Rainbow Six, it's going to be hard because I want to know about the TK situation when his device diverts an explosive and your grenade accidentally kills your boy. So it's going to be kind of difficult. I think his pros definitely are, stopping the projectiles and the fact that he can kind of move fast and it recharges over time. But I think the cons are going to be that TK issue. Um, if you really got teammates that think you're doing bad and you're just having a bad game and you happen to throw a grenade and accidentally TK somebody twice because of the magnet device, and then they vote to kick you, I really think that might be an issue. And I think that almost anybody could troll you with that if they really want to. So it's going to be interesting to see how they fix that aspect of the game, because obviously they can't change the dynamic of like voting to kick or the team killing aspect of the game. So it's going to be interesting to see. Unless your teammates, you absolutely have to put your utmost trust in them to make to let them know that you didn't mean to murk your buddies because of the magnet device that diverted an explosive. So that should be pretty interesting. Um, so basically, I kind of just wanted to go over theme park. Uh, I want to get your guys' comments on it, see what you guys think about it, and I kind of want to know exactly what you guys think of any of the other content you guys have seen since the leak of all this information. It's pretty interesting. Here's your defender, Miami, and then your attacker is coming to you soon, and that's going to be on December 2nd of 2019. We get the new operators and the theme park rework. So let me know what you guys think of the video. Obviously, I'm just kind of giving you some visuals and reading the articles that I have displayed on the screen for you guys. I also can direct you towards the Rainbow Six Ubisoft website. You can go there and you can see all the information on the patch notes coming with Shifting Tides and watch some YouTube videos that they've published themselves on footage of the new attacker and defender's devices. I think it's pretty cool. I think what they're doing with the game now is they're definitely giving us enough operators to complement any type of player's play style. So I think this game is going in a good direction. But obviously, if you're new to my channel, make sure you guys drop those subs, follows, and likes. I'm part of the Boyfriend Squad. If you want to check out the other members, which are Jade Monkey and BioLaser, you can go in the description below, find their links, click on their channels, and check out the variety of content that those guys stream every day. You guys would definitely love them. They're into survivals, FPSs, anything you could think of, they throw out there on the internet for you guys to absorb. So drop them a sub, follow, and like. Also, if you guys are old subs and followers coming back, you know what to do.